Hi, it's Lucky Robin, and today I'd like to do a book review on this book, Good and Cheap, Eat Well on $4 a Day by Leanne Brown. I was pretty pleased with this book. It's laid out very, very well. She actually set it up so that it would work with the food stamp program, but I found it to be very helpful for anybody who's trying to spend a lot less money and still have good, healthy meals. She starts with a bunch of tips for buying groceries. She has a seasonality chart in here. That's really helpful if you're, I'd say if you're new to cooking and you're new to buying your own groceries and stuff. I think this would be a really good book for someone fresh out of college who's never lived on their own or it's never cooked on their own before. It's divided up nicely. The breakfast section, it has quite a few options. I was really pleasantly surprised at how tasty and healthy most of these meals seem to be. There's a few in here that probably aren't as healthy, but everything looks really good. The ingredients are all fresh from scratch. Soup and salad portion. I don't know, I wasn't particularly thrilled with most of the soups in here. I just find them to be boring, although this French onion soup is really, really, really good. I just tend to like a lot more variety in my soup than this, but she also has an excellent cream of tomato soup in here from scratch that would beat anything out of a can, hands down. Several different salads, and not your standard salads either, although there's a couple in here that are. The snacks and sides and small bites section was particularly good. The Brussels sprout hash and eggs. Oh my goodness, this is so good. The Mexican street corn. It looks really, really good, but guys, I still can't have chili powder. But it would be one just based on the ingredients I would really recommend. Also, the smoky and spicy roasted cauliflower. This is probably worth buying the book for. Of course, I got my copy from the library, but I always do with cookbooks if I can get it from the library, and then if I like enough of the recipes in it, then I will actually buy it. Bubble and Squeak, that's a fun one too. I really, really like this. It's a more British meal, but I like British food, so I thought that was pretty good. The roasted potatoes with chilies, I did make this for my family and they really liked it. They even have a recipe for poutine, which is not something that I care for, but my kids absolutely love it. Oh, I thought this was a really neat section. Things on toast. Just has various different things. Peas on toast, Asian greens on toast, caramelized onions and cheddar on toast, roasted vegetables on toast. There's quite a few little neat sections like this. Salty broccoli on toast, grilled eggplant salad on toast, peas and collards on toast, spinach and chickpeas, avocado, apple cheddar, sauteed mushrooms, Korean style spinach. Just lovely little ideas that lift your bread to a whole nother level. Cornmeal crusted veggies is again another one. She gives basic methods of the cooking, and then you can vary the vegetables on many of these recipes. The Filipino chicken adobo This sounds so, so good. I haven't had a chance to make this one yet, but it is on the list of things I'm going to make. And what was it? Oh yeah, and it didn't have any peppers in it. It does have potatoes, but my issues are more with peppers and tomatoes, and it doesn't have those. It teaches you how to roast an entire chicken if you don't know how to do that. Again, so this is why I think it's really good for people just starting out. Peanut chicken and broccoli with coconut rice. I have not tried this one yet either, but it's on my list. Beef stroganoff. I am not a big beef stroganoff fan. I never ever have been, but this recipe actually makes me want to eat this stuff. The tomato and tuna spaghetti. I thought this was nuts. I've never even considered serving tuna in spaghetti, but this recipe is fabulous. Cauliflower cheese, another good one. Not as good as the roasted one, the roasted spicy cauliflower, which I did eat even though it had the paprika in it. Lots of rice, risotto, polenta, that kind of dish, or that kind of ingredient dish in here as well. So a few vegetarian dishes, definitely not vegan. Basic roasted vegetables and how to vary it. It was a real good section, I thought. She's got a lot of ethnic food as well, so there's a good variety. I don't think you would get bored. Vegetable quiche was pretty good. Broccoli, egg, and cheddar empanadas. I love that she does so many of the different folded dough, food inside sort of thing in here. But yeah, she has the empanadas. Potato and kale rolls with, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Raita? I don't know. But it's good. I like the stuff on hot dogs. It's like the stuff on toast. Quick teriyaki carrots on hot dogs. Salt and vinegar cucumbers with dill. Or Mexican street corn, which of course it has a recipe for earlier. Salsa, it has the recipe for earlier, that as well. Wilted cabbage salad, that's another one it has the recipe for earlier. And sweet and savory pineapple salad. Didn't try the potato leek pizza, that just was a little out there for me, but somebody might like it. Broccoli ravioli mozzarella calzones, so this is another folded dough with stuff inside recipe. This one was a little bit weird for me, but I think if I had added a meat to it, I would have liked it a lot better. Got a recipe for making good tomato sauce here. Oh, come on. Page is sticking. What looks to be a really good chili recipe. I did not make this one because of just the predominance of nightshades. Spicy pulled pork. Yeah, I didn't make this one yet either. Ingredient list is just based on my experience with cooking. That's going to be a very tasty pulled pork. Ideas with hummus. I don't eat hummus, so that isn't really a big deal for me, but someone might like that. Deviled eggs. It has variations of deviled eggs. The classic, the chili and lime. The ramen inspired, the curry, the tomato, the chili and cheese, the chorizo and feta and dill. So quite a few variations there. I've never really cared for deviled eggs. but I never learned how to make them. And I think the reason I don't care for them is because my husband doesn't make them the way they're supposed to be made. He uses a tiny squirt of mustard, and he uses Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise. So I think, at least with the classic one, I'm going to try that because I think I'd actually like it. Pierogi, again, or pierogi, I don't know. Again, stuff in dough. And just tells you the method. She does a really, really good job explaining, I think. And dumplings as well. She shows how to do at least the purse style dumplings. And this is all from scratch. It teaches you how to actually make them from scratch. Peanut sauce, salsa, tzatziki. That's a good one. It's a good one for if you make flatbreads, for dipping in flatbreads in them. Raita or Rita, I don't know. Flavor ideas. She goes over and discusses how things work with other things like garlic and citrus, herbs. If you want something particularly to have an herbal flavor, the types of herbs you might use. If you want it to have an earthy flavor, things like ginger, cinnamon, black pepper. Sweet flavoring, making your own spice blends, certain dried herbs to avoid, salt, just how to properly use salt. Spice oils, how to infuse your own spice oils. Roti, which is a flatbread, just how to make it from scratch. Same with flour tortillas. Same with pizza dough. How to make your own croutons and breadcrumbs. How to make your own pasta from scratch. How to make your own ricotta from scratch. Some rice recipes, some beans methodology at least. How to make pickles. This is a dill recipe. I don't think that there was a sweet one in here. Some different drinks. Agua fresca, variation on 4 different types of smoothies. Avocado milkshake, fast melon sorbet, some rice pudding, coconut and lime brown rice pudding, caramelized bananas, coconut chocolate cookies, and just some good little desserts. And we have her conversion tables. Particularly like it has the Fahrenheit, it has the knob markings. If you have the knob markings, 1 through 10, Celsius, if you need Celsius, and then of course the liquid conversions, the weight conversions, approximate equivalents. So yeah, I think this is a fantastic little book. I'm definitely going to get this one myself now that I've thoroughly gone through it at the library. Even if you're not new to cooking, I mean, as a long time cook here, I was very pleasantly surprised. This is not just a beans and rice cookbook at all. And the ingredients are cheap enough that I definitely think that people on the food stamp program could do this, as well as anyone who is just trying to save money.